Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of May 1st through the 16th, 2019. So I already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do. And it's funny because, I don't know, like right before I started doing a reading, that silly cheer came into my head, this be aggressive, be aggressive. So I don't know if there's something that you're needing to take action about or take the lead on. I can kind of see that happening here. So we'll just see, you know, if somehow that ties into the messages. So, central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Page of Swords. We have the Five of Wands, Five of Swords. I see the High Priestess, Three of Swords, the King of Wands, Six of Wands, Ace of Swords. All right, so what was trying to rush out of my mouth is defeat. I see some sort of defeat. I feel like there has been some sort of battle going on. The old song "Love is a Battlefield," Pat Benatar, it makes me think of that. I also feel like the saying "all is fair in love and war." So someone may be breaking girl code or guy code. I don't know why I get that, but that's just kind of the energy that I'm getting. So I feel like there has been some sort of back and forth. There's been a battle. There have been clashing of two energies, maybe fire and air. But I feel like someone is coming out victorious. Someone is saying, I feel like I passed this test with flying colors. So this could have been a test, whatever you were going through here, whatever that conflict was. Maybe people have been talking about you. Maybe you've been getting into confrontations with, you know, competitors or enemies or haters, whatever the case. And I just kind of feel like this is you feeling like you passed or you won. So, you know, you're just kind of feeling like you're flying right now. You're coasting some type of way. I feel like you rose above the situation. And even though this is like a page, to me, they drew this person really mature looking. So you also could be dealing with someone who is very mature minded, especially if they're like in their 20s. Maybe they're actually like an old soul. Or maybe you're an older person with a youthful energy. I'm not really seeing this as immaturity, although it could be, but it's just that they really made this page look mature. Now, how I take it too is something about you, even though it is a page, you still might be learning something, learning how to communicate or express yourself. I also see something like you coming for somebody, like you're like, I'm coming for you, or I'm coming towards you. And you're just kind of listening to your intuition here about a situation. I also feel like there are secrets that may disappoint. I don't know if you've been carrying a secret or someone has been carrying or hiding a secret from you, but I see that someone maybe has had some sort of secret feelings. I also feel like maybe too somebody had a crush. I'm seeing too some sort of teardrops. I feel like somebody may learn about a betrayal, because I'm looking at how both of their backs are turned with that Three of Swords. So something may have been done behind the other person's back. I also feel like someone has maybe decided to end things, take a break, especially if there's been poor communication between you and another person. I also see two people who have been very stubborn with each other. Both people like turning their backs and feeling like they know everything. Somebody is like, I know everything. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Yes, I know I watch too much TV. But I do feel like, that was a Game of Thrones reference. I do feel like someone feels like they know everything. Maybe someone has been challenging you about your knowledge. I get competitive energy. You guys are both smart in your own ways. Like someone is very good spiritually and another person is very good creatively. There's a way to just blend your talents instead of compete with one another though. I feel like there needs to be compromise between two individuals. I also see two people too blind to see, too blind to see the possibilities. I'm looking at this snake too. I feel like there's definitely some sort of betrayal going on. Someone is having to slither or slide by somebody in order to get what they want or to come out. You also could have done something underhanded to get ahead. Someone might have had to do something slick to get ahead. Either way, I see you having success. I see you being victorious, coming out on top over, enemies and competitors. I also feel that you have the attention of someone. I feel like someone is maybe interested in you. You, like one of your followers or one of your customers is attracted to you. Or you might be like a fan, or there's some sort of celebrity and you have a secret crush on them. Maybe you've been sending them private messages, hoping that they'll respond. Maybe you're finally getting a response from someone who you thought was unattainable too. A lot of times she is someone who comes off as unattainable. Maybe this guy, maybe he felt like she was unattainable some type of way. He's like, I could never have her, whether it's because she's famous or whether it's because she's in another relationship, or if he just felt for whatever reason he wasn't her type. I don't know. But and maybe these are the thoughts of a woman. I don't know. But someone feels like the other person was unattainable. Something was far-fetched. And now look at you. You're getting a response from that person or invitation. Maybe someone is inviting you out. Or they're like, hey, I saw your reply. Thanks for being a fan. Or, someone gives you a shout out. Or, you're just being acknowledged. I also feel like if there was some sort of physical attraction, but someone was fighting against it here, they're like, you could feel the chemistry and the tension between two people, but they're both fighting it. This finally looks like compromise and moving past that tension. So I also feel like you're going to receive clarity and answers here within the next couple of weeks. I also feel like if this is like one of those metaphysical relationships or telepathic connections, your love interest may be telling you that they have broken up. So they kind of like come to you in a dream, even if they don't come to you as their exact physical self, but you have a dream that this person is going through a breakup, or you have a dream that someone just directly comes to you and they're like, yeah, me and this person broke up. I feel like that is your love interest communicating with you. So I do see confessions here. There's going to be a major shift for, within these next couple of weeks here. There's some major changes happening in your life. If you have been at odds with somebody, if you haven't heard from them, there will be a reconciliation. You guys are going to be talking again, making up. I also feel that for some of you, yes, there is some secret romance going on where there is betrayal. So maybe you are dealing with either cheating on your partner, or if it's not necessarily cheating, maybe you are dealing with someone who you're not supposed to be dealing with. So like I said earlier, some breaking girl code or guy code. So you might be hooking up with your friend's ex or something. Or maybe that's happening to you and you find out like, what? Why are you talking to my ex? It's just like, I'm sorry, I confess, but we hit it off. I feel like we're soulmates. So something on the lines of betrayal could be going on like that. I do see some sort of relationship or something being official, something being made official. So you might officially be dating. I'm also seeing a situation where maybe you were just following the person, but all of a sudden they start following you. Especially again, if this is someone who you felt like was far-fetched. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like Hollywood status celebrity, but someone who's Insta famous or YouTube famous or something like that. And it's just like you get a follow back. They follow you too. I also see someone like publicly displaying their emotions. I'm seeing someone changing their status on social media. So maybe someone goes from being single to dating. Now, it could be a weird situation. I know it's not for everyone, but someone might be publicly talking about their polygamous relationship, or putting that confession out there, how they're in polygamous or polyamorous or polyandry, poly, anything dealing with more than one type of situation. And someone is just kind of putting that up there. Somebody might be putting a picture up of their two boyfriends or their two girlfriends. They're like, yep, I'm with both, now what? So you could be in some sort of open relationship and maybe you're making it known to other people. And I don't know why almost across the board, I keep, I'm trying to stick to relationships, but I keep seeing career changes. Maybe because career changes is going to tie into relationships somehow, like it's happening simultaneously. Or because you start a new career, it leads you to a new relationship. But I'm seeing like maybe someone moving on from one career and accepting another position. Something's being made official. If you've been on several interviews, maybe you got rejected or didn't hear back from a couple of people, but now one of these people is calling you back and they're offering you that position. And this job is going to change your life, because it may require you to move or relocate. If it doesn't require that, it is just a situation where you might be in the public eye, or you're being hired as a journalist or a publicist or something where you deal with the public. I'm getting Even like political. You might even be dealing with someone who travels or who's a political figure. Maybe your job is traveling with political figures. Like especially if you're some sort of personal consultant, personal chef, personal something. So I'm getting for some of you, you could be hired as someone's personal something. But like I said, let's just say, for instance, and again, it doesn't have to be a celebrity, but someone who does have status and recognition. And they are married and they hire you to be their personal, whatever, assistant, nanny, whatever the case. It's a big position because it's a big person. You take the offer, but, you know, turns out there's some sort of hidden flirtation. People might view you as a homewrecker if they were to find out this secret. But there's something going on where, you know, there's some sort of love triangle, something taking place. So maybe it's like the person who hired you also ends up being your partner or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case. So I'm seeing a relationship that is kind of like student teacher, boss, you know, employee. Yeah. Student teacher or boss employee type situation. There's major changes happening. Now, this is supposed to be for the next 2 weeks, but it could extend out to Leo season. I feel like what's happening is that the changes start like your life is getting ready to change. It all starts within these next couple of weeks and it just keeps progressing. The changes keep happening. It's like a snowball effect, but not in a negative sense. It's just that your life just keeps changing. It's like, man, I'm going through all these changes back to back. First, I got a new job. Then I started a new relationship. Then I relocated. Then I got pregnant. You know, it's just like all these major milestones, I feel like, happening to you. So your luck is changing. Your world is changing. The world around you is changing. Things are manifesting. It could be for some of you too that you're moving on from a love triangle. Because this person, you realize that this person is just obligated or married to their job, married to this relationship. I mean, they're just committed to the relationship and they're not letting go. So whatever the case, if you're dealing with someone who is married to their job, is coming off as a third party, or it might literally be a third party, but you realize that they're not letting go. So this might be you finally moving on and saying, hey, I gotta do me. You know, I guess this relationship went as far as it can go. And you're just kind of deciding to start fresh. But I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, you keep saying like, I'm not going on any trip. I wouldn't be surprised though if some sort of opportunity for you to travel came up. Like I said, if the traveling doesn't happen within the next couple of weeks, it might happen at least by Leo season. Maybe even Gemini season. So something like at the end of Taurus season. I'm just seeing multiple endings here is all I can say. I'm not going to keep repeating it. I just keep seeing multiple endings here. I see someone gathering all their things, especially for relocation. They're like, oh my God, I gotta, you know, hire the movers. And, you know, you're picking up all your things. You're running on all these errands. I feel like you're going to be very busy. If you accept this new job offer, you're going to be very busy. Your relationship could be changing because of someone starting work. It's like now you don't really ever have time for this person. Now you're constantly working all the time, or this could be happening to you. So just be prepared for some major shifts. I hope that this has, made sense, but feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and many blessings to you.